All right, for the merchants, I'm going to take you back into time. The year is going to be, I believe it was 2006, maybe 2007. I think it was 2007. And I had an opportunity to interview one of our security leads who had been a former French Foreign Legionnaire. And actually, it's the first time I ever met one of these guys. And I knew about him when I was a little kid. We used to, when we go to the movies back then, this was in the 40s, they'd have these newsreels, usually of the war, World War II, but they had newsreels of sometimes being in Africa and showing the French Foreign Legion. I've always been interested in these people. And you know, when I was in the Marine Corps, I was one of my friends, Steve Estel, that was his name, and he wanted to join the French Foreign Legion when he got out of the Marine Corps, but he didn't want to join alone. Wanted, he wanted a partner, and he asked me if I'd be interested. And I thought about it. I mean, he really talked it up pretty good. The only thing is, I thought about, I knew you had to learn French. I mean, that's a given, you know. And one of my worst subjects in school was English. And I'm a native English speaker. And in high school, in my English classes, I was in the dumbbell English class. So I thought, I don't think I could do this French part. Everything else sounded really interesting, and but I knew learning French was going to be a real problem. I mean, I had trouble learning English, you know. So anyway, I met so many interesting people over there when I was in Afghanistan. You know, at that time in Afghanistan and Iraq, just about every soldier of fortune on this planet was over there working as private contractors. I mean, it was just incredible. I met so many interesting guys from all over the world that were security leads, and with our security, both in Kabul and when I was in Herat. And this particular interview is going to be with Paul, who had been a former French Foreign Legionnaire. And you know, it's funny, I would, most guys, when they saw me with my camera, they would go the other direction. You know, they didn't want to be on film. And, but he did. He allowed me to interview him, and this is a film clip of that interview, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me try to bring this up. Okay, hold on.
Well, now,
Yeah, Paul. When were you in the French Foreign Legion?
what was I? When was I?
When?
87 to 92.
92. What'd you do in there?
2nd Foreign Legion Parachute Regiment,
And
Deuxième Rep.
where's the the best jungle warfare school in the world? Where is that?
The Legion have a jungle warfare school in French Guiana, Regina.
Isn't that
That's
kind of like the
pretty much up there, yeah.
yeah?
There's also Aruba, Venezuela. There's Manaus in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the main French jungle warfare school is run by the Foreign Legion out of Regina in French Guiana.
Uh huh. And how many years were you in there in the French Foreign Legion?
Nearly 6.
Nearly 6. Oh my God. Did they? Is that true that they take your name away and they'll give you a new name or something like that?
Not necessarily. You can elect to serve under a assumed name if you wish, if you've got any problems.
Uh huh.
I served under an assumed name because they owed Barclaycard a lot of money.
That's good.
It was a choice of changing my name or paying Barclaycard.
Oh my God. What was your name in there?
Carton, Ian Carton.
Oh my God. That's interesting. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Paul.
You're welcome, Jim.
Bye.
All right, you feather merchants, I hope you enjoyed that short interview. And this is a shout out to Paul. Really a nice person and very interesting. And what I was thinking about, I told you that I met a lot of interesting people over there. There was one person, I think I'm going to do uh, a video about her. And she was, she had an AKA of Baghdad Barbie. And she was working for our company. I worked with her in Kabul. And actually, she got me in trouble for not wearing my helmet inside the vehicle. Anyway, I never held that against her. I thought she was a wonderful person and very interesting. She had actually been blown up 3 times in Iraq. And the only thing that ever happened to her is she lost her hearing in one of her ears. And actually, I lost my hearing being married 3 times. At least I didn't lose it all totally, but my hearing has been diminished quite a bit from those marriages. Anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm thinking about doing one about Baghdad Barbie coming up. And I'd like to thank you, Feather Merchants, for stopping by. And I'll see you on the next video.